I just finished Arkham Asylum. That game's fucking ancient. I know. I actually looked this up. That game came out the year that I graduated from high school. And I'm old now, so... And I wrote a review for it up on Steam. But, let's talk about Arkham. As kind of an intro into this whole thing, I fucking love Batman. Batman's my fucking jam. If you're one of the fans who can't tolerate bad things being said out of love about a thing that you also love, I mean, I guess my first advice is don't get into comic books. My second advice is, I don't know, don't watch this. Okay, so Gotham, there's a lot you could say about Gotham, like, you know, Gotham's like a whole other discussion, but I think we can all agree that in order to live in Gotham, you either have to be like really poor or just have a careless disregard for your own safety and well-being. You know when your mom was like, oh, if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge with them? You know who jumped off the bridge first? Every single person lives in Gotham. Gotham's a mess. Did you ever watch Batman Beyond? Batman Beyond. Shit is bad in Gotham. You have to take into account, Batman Beyond takes place in a Gotham that Bruce Wayne has been taking care of for the better part of a century. Gotham in Batman Beyond is so much nicer than the Gotham that Bruce Wayne grows up in. And that is insanity. What is going through your mind if you live in Gotham? Metropolis is literally right up the way, and say what you want about Lex Luthor, but that man keeps a clean fucking house. Metropolis is gorgeous. Gotham is a shithole. If you had any money at all, why would you live in Gotham? You were gonna get so murdered, like murdered times 1,000. That's the environment in which Arkham exists. So, you know, comparatively, I guess, you know, Arkham fits into that climate, I guess, is why I was establishing that whole thing. Arkham's a hot mess. Okay, so Arkham Asylum is this asylum, this sanatorium for the mentally ill that is either on the outskirts of Gotham or it's in Gotham Harbor. It's an island in the video game. In the animated series, it's kind of just up on a hill. Fucking ludicrous. Like, we put the asylum on top of a hill because I guess like Joker has weak knees and he just like just the slightest incline. So I hope he doesn't, you know, burrow like straight on the ground and then over, because otherwise he's stuck there. The harbor thing makes a little bit more sense. The point is, it's specifically for the mentally ill, the plethora of villains of Batmans that have some kind of psychosis, and people who have like special medical conditions. So like Dr. Freeze goes there and Poison Ivy goes there, I guess, so that you'll just have like all the cool villains in one place. Because all the shit villains, all the goons go to like Blackgate. They go to the fucking goon prison. There is a prison just for like the shitty henchmen. Then they just go there, and it's an actual prison. Arkham is supposed to be a hospital. Like, healing is supposed to happen there of some kind, but for the most part, it's just fucking crazy. Fucking crazy shit goes on at Arkham. In Arkham Asylum, in the game, there is a point at which Joker, he's blackmailing a doctor there, and he calls her on the phone, and she's like, what the fuck? How did you get access to a fucking phone? And he's like, oh, I left. I just left. And now I'm just calling you. Arkham's got like all this fucking high-tech security, but like they don't even have like cells specifically for the big people, which you would think they would, because they constantly escape and then they get brought back. I think there should just be like a universal understanding. Joker's the worst thing that Gotham has going on. So you think like Joker would have like a cell, and like it would be like his cell, and like it's just like, oh, this fucking, it's like in the sky or something. It's like, it would be like super hardcore. I think my thing with Arkham is like, prisons are regulated by the fucking government. There's somebody who would come and like check and be like, you know, you've got like regulated food, and things that you're allowed to do and not do to the inmates, government enforcement of some kind. And Arkham doesn't have any of that, apparently. Like, okay, for example, Killer Croc, who's fucking terrifying. This fucking kills me. They don't even have really a cell for him. They just put a collar on him that like shocks him, I guess. And they put him in the fucking sewer. They take this person who is like half fucking crocodile and they put him in the fucking sewer. And occasionally they just throw meat down there. And nobody from the government ever comes by and is like, that's illegal. That's the thing about Batman. It's supposed to take place in like the modern era, kind of as evidenced by like the fact that everybody has cell phones and cars and electricity, and when Batman whips stuff out of his utility belt, nobody is like, fucking devil magic. That is devil magic. Like, it's not set in an Amish community. Like, everybody has technology, everybody kind of knows what it is. And it's all supposed to take place, you know, in America, in the US. Arkham has like straitjackets. They have like fucking, they have inmates in straitjackets. You don't leave people in straitjackets. You don't like that's dangerous for the inmates. Like by about around the 1980s, psych hospitals pretty much in the US, it's just pretty much like, we're not gonna do that. There's still restraints. There's 5-point restraints, which are like physical, like you strap somebody to a table. Or there's medication, which is supposed to be like a mental straitjacket, which is kind of offensive. Arkham has like an entire floor of inmates who are in straitjackets. They also have electric chairs. Like what? What the shit? Where did you even get those? I think my whole problem with it, like there's a lot of conflicting themes in DC about like criminality and stuff like that, where like they can't really seem to make up their mind about whether or not you're supposed to kill people and whether or not capital punishment is the thing that they endorse. Pretty much all superheroes in the DC universe universally are like, look, we don't kill people because that's what differentiates us from the bad guys. Batman and Superman especially are big proponents of like, we don't kill people. Simultaneously though, not so much in Superman, but especially in Batman, there is also this running motif of prison systems just being corrupt and not working. Arkham is functionally a prison. It's functionally a prison. They don't call it that, but that's functionally what it is. But it isn't subject to any kind of government regulation or anything that would make it like an actual prison. Arkham's a fucking joke as far as, you know, criminal law is concerned, because, you know, we put somebody there and it's really just a matter of time until they decide they don't want to be there anymore and they leave. So what's the message there? Like, is the message that, you know, telling ourselves we're not going to kill criminals is all well and good in an ideal world like Superman's, where you can put people in prison and they fucking stay there, but it's actually not a functional ideology in somewhere that's closer to the real world like Gotham, because prisons basically don't work and not killing people that you put in them is just really just prolonging the inevitable? Or like, is it all supposed to be part of like this big tangled Gothamite web where everything is shit all the time? Like, I don't really get it. Also, like there's no prison uniforms, there's nothing. Like, they put Ivy in like a little fucking dark room, like it's a little like bubble, and they just put her down there. You're telling me they just put her down there in her fucking underwear? Really? Somebody signed off on that? Somebody who's like in charge of things is like, yeah, that seems fine. You're telling me you have a fucking co-ed prison? What? You're telling me you keep like people like fucking Zaz, who historically goes after mainly women and like rapes and murders them. You're telling me you're gonna put that dude in the same place as people like Harley Quinn? Like, what? I know it's all fake. I know I don't even, but it's just like, there's a level of disbelief that I am willing to suspend in media. Arkham crosses that line on several levels. Just so many things in this fucking, I'm just like, what is happening with Arkham? What the fuck?